Hello, hello. Let's see how far back I can go here. Still kind of, let me get this a little bit situated here. Coming at you from a new corner of my home. I got a new setup here, get some natural light. Hope you guys are doing really well. I am doing great at this moment. I'm not gonna lie, I had a rough Labor Day weekend. Had some emotions flowing, had some, I guess, stuff I needed to deal with, and that's okay. But I'm here to spread positivity and help create a vegan world, as you know. If you have seen, let's see, an older video I did, I'm not sure if I titled it World V or not. Not sure even where to tell you to look. Excuse me, in the playlist, I think it might be under Law of Attraction or something like that. But I made a video not too long ago about just visualizing, helping to visualize the world V. Okay, so, excuse me, got the burps. The concept behind this, hope I don't get the hiccups right now. The concept behind this is, sorry, oh my gosh. It's not about perfection, people, okay? And remember that, because we're going to be singing a song, as the title said. And I was going to, like, create the song and make this song and like have a bunch of lyrics, you know, because I used to write lyrics for my preschool. I actually have a channel, it's like Montessori Mama or something, where I have like some animal songs and this song. So it's like good at taking a song, like a regular jingle that somebody already knew, and like made it into like a little preschool song where they could learn. And this is kind of the same concept, what I just came up with. I was just hiking up my hill, which I love to do. It's like one of my happy places to take my dog and just get the fresh air and just get the blood flowing, and you know, take in the sights. There's a little bit of nature around my house, thank God. So you know, I have had a lot of signs, a lot of things come to me on these walks. You know, you get out of your home, which is sometimes cluttered, and you can sometimes have negative energy stuck. You know, it's like back in the day that the Native Americans, when they were like, oh gosh, you know, don't ever like live in a house with four walls, you know, because then you'll get sick and you'll get all this stuff, because we close in this energy and we have all of these poison arrows, you know, coming at us. And so when you go outside, it's just like, sometimes it's just so good for us. So I'm walking up the hill and I'm sitting here doing some of my, you know, I do some of my best thinking when I'm hiking, and it's just, it's such a blessing. So I'm hiking up the hill and I'm saying some of my usual mantras, and I just got this song in my head going towards the Yellow Submarine song, okay? And let me just back up before I get into the song. I want to kind of give you some background, because I've been doing this for decades now, like doing like the law of attraction, the mantras, the positive thinking. I've become quite fond of putting this to a song so that it's catchy. Not only because it's fun, and anytime you're like having fun, you're actually going to raise the power of your vibration and be more likely to receive what it is that you're trying to manifest, right? So, but it also is just more memorable. So it's easier to like recall and be like, oh yeah, like sing the song. You know, sometimes you just start, like you get songs in your head. I know, like, and I've been really big lately on like having these like check-in points with yourself. So like, I go to the printer, my new job, like a lot. I like have to go around the cubicles and like go into the printer room, and the printer room is like a little bit more private sometimes. So I'll like do my stretching there, you know, and I'll be like, this is a time for me to kind of have a second, you know. It's a busy world, it's a busy life, so I just take a second and I'm like, zen, you know, positive mantras, positive thinking, da 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 da. So I would recommend, you know, to sing this song to yourself at a time like that, or like have a habitual time, like a restroom break or a lunch break, or, you know, these little times, like when you go and you look in the mirror, when you brush your teeth, when you're laying in bed, you know, it's like when you're supposed to do your Kegels in your car, you know, like those check-in times where you would normally set up something like that, like to do your Kegels. I highly recommend to check in and do your mantras at that point. So you want to know what your mantras are, but again, if you can put them to a song, it's so much better. So here's my recommendation for putting these things to songs. Is like, so many things rhyme with E, the E sound, happy, lovey, and you can usually like add an E at the end and make it that, you know, make it part of the rhyme. So a lot of my past jingles have kind of gone with that E sound, happy, da 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 da. So anyway, to get to the point here, because I'm not going to make this a long video at all, I was back to the World V. So I've really been big on intentional choices, but also like making sure that like we all have goals, we all have dreams, we all have things we want to achieve, things we want to manifest with the law of attraction, right? So we put these, we feel good about these, we sing these, we're attracting them. You guys get the law of attraction. Like if you're clicking on this video, like I hope you have some background on the law of attraction. Otherwise, go look at that and then come back here. But you know what I mean? You're going through this and you're saying something in the positive. Okay, so with the World V, the whole idea was vegans are starting to use the World V as the world's going vegan, a vegan world, not just a vegan world, like the Garden of Eden vegan world, like positivity, happy, just a beautiful world where, you know, animals are not suffering, people are not suffering unnecessary heart attacks, unnecessary cancers, unnecessary diabetes because they're eating healthy, right? This is the World V. Everything's going to be better. I mean, I'm telling you guys, crime would go down because you're not ingesting pain and torture, and there's just not this extra layer of pain and suffering on the world. You know, people are healthier, so you know, and it actually saves every society money, you know, through health costs and all this different stuff, helps with pollution. Obviously, a vegan world is going to be positive for us, right? So we all need to focus on that. We all need to focus on the World V, okay? And to make this easier, I've made this little jingle. It's not even a song because, like I said, I didn't go through the motions of making a song because it's not about a bunch of lyrics, because it's about something that you just want to sing. You just want to say it. You just want to remember it. You don't have to do it out loud, but if you do it out loud, it's even more powerful. So it's kind of like to the tune of, you know, we all live in a yellow submarine, but it's like, we all live in a happy world V, a happy world V. And this is so helpful, especially for a lot of vegans, because I know that a lot of vegans are empaths. A lot of vegans are just very caring people, and they care about the animals. And I'm getting chills right now because I think this is really going to help a lot of people. A lot of us get really sucked into the negativities because we're watching these horrible videos of these animals getting tortured to death, and even tortured their whole entire lives before they're even close to dying. I'm having so many chills right now. So this is my whole thing lately has been, it's so important for vegans to focus on the positive, because if we focus on the negative, that's what we're going to get more of. And that's what Mother Teresa said. She would never go to a anti-war rally. She would only go to a pro-peace rally. This is the idea. This is why our mantras need to be in the positive. Whatever your mantra is, make sure that it's in the positive and that it's in the present. It's not I want, I wish, I hope. None of that. It's in the positive. So, and it's also got to be for a pure intention. So a lot of our mind, oh, well, I want this. I want money so I can do this. And sometimes we're like, oh, I want this so I can be better than so-and-so. It's like, no, this is the ultimate in positive intentions. You know what I mean? Like wanting this for other people, wanting this for everybody. But I want to say it doesn't just have to stop there, okay? Because we don't just have to say, oh, I want a world V, you know, or that's not it, right? Because we just learned, we don't, or we just remembered, we just discussed. We don't say we want, we say we all live in a happy world V, a happy world V, you know? And if it's silly, if it's goofy, yeah, play on that, get into it, because it doesn't matter if you don't believe it. It could ever happen. If you're having fun with it and you're being goofy ass, you're going to help manifest this, okay? And I strongly believe, you guys, obviously this is the year of the vegan. I mean, and think about what is next year going to be? What is next year going to be? Can I just say that? This is the year of the vegan. I've said that since January, since Veganuary. Next year's going, I'm going to say it's going down, but it's actually going up. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing a lot of astrologically work, astrological like studies, and I have a whole new channel now. It's Claryberry. It was Claryberry Uncensored, and now it's just Claryberry Sanctuary. It's more of like a spiritual place for healing and stuff like that. Um, but like I said, I've been doing a lot of like looking into astrology, and everybody's saying like, wow, like 2020 is like going to be huge, huge. And it has to do with veganism. It does. Veganism is intricately tied to spirituality. It is intricately tied to this world coming to a higher vibration. I have chills again. I can't tell you how many times I've had chills in the past like hour. So the second level of this song is knowing how powerful you are. You are so powerful. I always say this. A lot of vegans get caught up and, oh, I don't have as many followers. I haven't created any vegans. Nobody's come to me and said, you know, on my family, it's so common for us to be like, oh my God, my family's not even vegan yet. Like I've literally thought with all this research, all this passion, that my family and friends were all gonna go vegan by now. Hell, I'm 5.5, pretty much almost 6 years vegan now. And a lot of the people that I've created that were vegans have gone back. You know, there's a handful here and there, and I don't know, you know, the status of all of them, and it doesn't matter because you can try to quantify that, but it doesn't matter because you cannot quantify all of the people who you are affecting who aren't telling you. You could have made vegans and not know about it. You could have made vegetarians. You could be affecting every single person you know, even if they're reducing their meals by, you know, 1 or 2 or whatever, you know, like you get the point. You're helping a lot. You don't even know. You can't even know how much you're helping the world right now. And I just want to keep on building on that energy. I want to keep on focusing on that. And so what we have here, sorry, I just had to say, what we have here is kale chips. I'm obsessed with kale chips. Oh, they're so easy and so good. Anyway, what we have here is a song. So I already sang the main part for you. We all live in a happy world. Again, it's silly. Okay, if that song pisses you off, then don't sing it. But if you can get into the silliness, then jump right into it. Again, think of it any time that you want. But the second piece of this is very important. Because yeah, it's good to say, okay, happy world V, da 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 da. We're all, you know, like it's like a prayer of world peace, basically. It's not just a world of veganism, it's a world of peace. Because once we stop eating animals, it will have immense repercussions on our psyche, our emotions, our collective unconscious, and everything, right? So here's the other piece of it though. And this is very healing. This is a very self-supportive, self-love type of thing. And you can stick it in there, like you don't have to do the jingle like I do, but the other piece is like being a VIP. Okay? And you may think, oh, it's egotistical. We shouldn't bring our egos into it. But in this day and age, and again, especially as vegans, it's very easy for a lot of us to get lost. And again, to say, oh, well, they have more followers. They're creating more vegans. Why can't I be like Freely and Harley or whoever, where, you know, they've got all these testimonials, you know, like that's what we want. We want to know that what we're doing is changing the world. You know, we want to make a difference. Obviously, people go vegan to help the world in some way, shape, or form, whether it's animals, environment, health, etc. You want to help people. Okay? So the fact that you are now starting to say, hey, I'm a fucking VIP here, okay? And whether you want to make it spiritual, you're like VIP on a spiritual level, or you're just a very important person because you're helping this process of the world V come into fruition. Either way, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you make one person vegan and then they create, you know, one and then one. It's like that. What's that? Oh God, I need to take my shoes off. My feet are like going to sleep here. Sorry. It's like, what's that question where it's like, oh, you could have $1 million, or you could have like a penny times itself by like for like 99 days or something like that. Like what would you choose? Well, exponentially, again, you never know. You never know. It would be more beneficial for you to just like create more vegans. So anyway, it's like we all live in a happy world V, a happy world V, a happy world V, and we're VIP in a happy world V. And I just want you to know that you are very important. You are so fucking important. So important. And any little bit too, this is another piece of the vegan side where it's like, oh, if you're not out there standing on a corner wearing all black, like doing this, then you're not even a good vegan. Like, oh my god, like you're not doing as much as me or in my way that I want to do it. Like, no. I've done videos on that too. Activism is activism. Slacktivism is activism. People are saying, I've seen some polls that are like, what has affected you? And a lot of it's online. I went vegan because of online stuff. I didn't go vegan because of anybody standing on a street corner, So, and, honestly, with all the gun stuff, like people are going out less these days. And with the internet and people like, you got more movie options at home. Like people are just staying home more. And so it's like, why not meet people where they're already at? And that's why any type of positive, creative energy that you can put out there, again, this is why it's so important for us to like take some time and just like go within and know yourself, know who you are, know what your strengths are. If you are a songwriter, write songs that promote, peace and veganism. If you're an artist, all of this stuff, like graphic designers, you can do memes, like writers, videos, etc. Yada yada yada. So that's where it's at. And honestly, that's all it was. I'm a VIP in the world V, da 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 da. Put it to whatever tune you want, whatever resonates with you, whatever you're going to remember. I just wanted to get these words out there. I just wanted to help other people because, again, it's just so easy to get lost in this world and feel like you don't matter, feel like you're not important. And again, what's good for the inner is what's good for the outer. So when you're telling yourself and believing that you are important, then obviously that's going to help you on the inside, right? Obviously it's going to help you love yourself, take care of yourself, self-love, all of these things we like want to do, we think about, we talk about it, we give it a lot of lip service. A lot of people do it very superficially. They're like, oh, I'm going to take a bath and it's going to be self-love. And it's like, is a bath, like, it's not just about the external, it's about the internal as well. And part of that is knowing that you are loved, you are important, you are very important in this whole scheme of things. You are. No matter whatever level you want to, fully physical, fully secular, whatever, to spiritual, there's a spectrum, however you want to, resonate with it. I encourage you to share that and, sing this song, share it with your friends, share this video, thumbs up, thumbs down, the drill. Thank you for joining me. I apologize. I don't think I had the comments things on for you who are joining me, but so much love to you. So much love and thank you. Like, I really appreciate you. I really, really, really do. Let me know what you think and let me know, if you can expand on this in any way. Maybe we should make a whole song. Maybe we should make a music video. Can you even do that? Like to the jingle of another song without getting in trouble? I don't know. But I'm going to eat some kale chips and I think we're going to order Chipotle again for the second night in a row. Because, I don't cook anymore. So yeah, that's all for now. Thanks so much. I really appreciate you. Take care. Don't forget to eat your fruit. Talk to you later. Bye.